Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Todd, a victory last night, another victory here at home, first of the season. What was your thoughts on that game?
We talked about last night, before the game tonight, extensively. In that game we played the first 10 minutes the way we wanted to play. Then it got scrappy and quite loose. I think for 55 minutes, maybe 56 minutes, that's who we want to be each and every night. And I think people would respond well to it. I would like to see, with the exception of our power play, which looked a little static. Well, it was static tonight. We'd be hard pressed to find criticism in that hockey game tonight for us.
Power play didn't really get a lot of opportunities to be out. It was one of these games that just kind of sort of flowed. Nobody really taking any penalties.
Well, I mean, that's the way today's game's really moving, right? I mean, and we're built around that. We'll play tough, and we have big D, and they don't back down from anything. As you can see, we have, now that we're starting to get into the condition that I want them in and they should be in, it's quite evident to everybody in the building tonight how we can skate and how we can push back an excellent Nottingham hockey club. I was impressed with our guys tonight, and I told them that. I think they certainly deserve the criticism when it's due, and they deserve the praise when it should come as well. And I'm pretty proud of them tonight. They played well.
It felt like in the first sort of 5-10 minutes, that Nottingham side is a pretty big side, but it felt like in the first 5 or 10 minutes, the guys went out there and almost kind of laid a marker down to say, we're not going to be intimidated, we're going to play our game, and it's up to you to come to respond to that.
Well, in most games, even in the Braehead game, that's how we've started our hockey games for the most part. And we're getting deeper and deeper into the game. We really want to put together a complete 60 minutes, and we have a number of talented hockey players. As soon as our power play heats up, we'll be 5-on-5. We have no problem scoring goals right now, but we want to use the man advantage to our benefit, and we're just going to have to get it right in the upcoming weeks.
Does Chase have something in his contract that says he's got to get the first goal of the game?
Well, you know what? It's I've said it a couple times, but I think it's very important to recognize the first half of Chase Shaber's season last year and the second half. The first half, he was as dominant. People come to expect it of him. The second half of the year, he really toiled, probably didn't have to come back, but played through an injury for his teammates, but just didn't have that jump that he's used to having, and he was a very frustrated hockey player and unhappy at times, but fixed up over the summer. He's happy, he's playing well, and he has a good team around him. So very pleased for Chase, and long may it continue.
Danik Gotti, man of the match, a couple of really good goals from him tonight, but he's one of these players that's just always in there, always getting stuck in.
Danik's been a fan favourite here for years, not only for his physical play, but for his scoring touch. I think generally with Danik, he doesn't get an incredible amount of ice time over the summer, but a year in Australia seemed to really pay dividends for not only for himself, but for us as a team. He's come in and he appears in mid-season form right now. I just have to think we have to keep him grounded. He seems to be enjoying his hockey right now, and I think any team would take a Danik Goche in that form.
Mike Cazzola's goal tonight, a great example of if you're going to turn over the puck, you just got to take it back up there and bury it.
Something that we've really focused on is that pursuit of puck, and anybody who's been watching us sees the second effort on pucks. In the past, we've been hemmed in our D zone, and times when we're not playing right, Adams faces 38 shots plus. Tonight, we had him in their zone at times. We were changing smart offensively. It's the stuff that we demand out of our guys, and if we get on them early and keep demanding that out of them, it's easy to change. Try changing that in January is a lot different.
Back to Saturday night hockey next weekend. Coventry Blaze are in on Saturday night, and they'll be wanting to get a little bit of revenge for last weekend.
Yeah, to be fair to Coventry, I liked their team that I saw the other night. And you know what? They were creative and they looked dangerous offensively. Ice was a lot smaller down there, but I'm sure they're going to be coming up here with a game plan, and Danny will have them prepped. But you know, that's 3 games in a row for us. We want to keep this rolling, and it's going to take efforts like tonight for us to keep this going.
And just finally, we've had some Sunday nights games in this building where it can be very flat and not many people turn out. It was anything but that this evening.
Ali, I've always said that the team and the crowd are interlinked, and I think I've been saying it till people are bored of it for years. But you know, that's kind of the hard-working performance that we've seen in this building at times over the years. But you know, if we can get that in this building every night, I don't think you'll hear a lot of people complaining.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.